Ladies and gentlemen, my name is ChromeDrake, and it's time to blood some bowl. This week, we are facing off against the Galadrieth Gladiators, a high elf team, and we have to beat them at their own game. Jim's obligatory challenge: humiliate them by making 3 passes. In essence, we must beat them at their own passing game. This is going to be tricky, everybody, but let's get it on.
It's the last of the Blood Bowl playoffs. If the Reavers win this game, they'll be in the final 8 competing for the Blood Bowl, a position they haven't been in for years.
I'm as excited as a beast man in a unicorn pen, Jim. Who are they playing?
Oh, you're not going to like it, Bob. It's Elves, the Galadrieth Gladiators.
Soggin!
Galadrieth.
Not those
Beg your
pointy-eared
pardon.
kids again.
Warming up the Necromancer transmitter. Excellent. I'm sure Jim spends a lot of time with that particular individual.
Good evening to all you sports fans. We have
The
some
Veil.
skilled players.
Alright, let's see, have a look at our teams. So we got our mighty team here, with the Griff Obold somewhere in the mix. Can't quite see him at the minute. And here's the Poncy High Elf team, the Galadrieth Gladiators. Now, no doubt they're going to have a star player of their own, so we should see this. Oh, well, he looks, friendly.
When he captained the team that won the Chaos Cup, he was
Eldril
cursed by
Sidewinder.
Finch with a deathly stare and a memory worse than a
Oh,
goldfish.
good.
Still, he's an elf to a
Right,
Bob.
now
I
then,
know a
we
hypnotic
have the
stare
bashing
when I see it.
advantage, so I'm probably going to be aiming to do my passes, defend the ball with some bashy play,
Hairline like
so we are actually going to go on the offense first.
Oh dear, this is a totally unbalanced.
Seem to have a bit of lag on the video, I apologise for that, hopefully it'll smooth itself out as we go, I'm sure it will.
High Elves, a team based on
Right, now then,
finesse.
how are we going to do this? We have...
They like the passing
What have they
game.
got on their
Not as much
team?
as Wood Elves, but they're
Right, we
still
have a blitzer here, Lucian Swift. What's this? This is shadowing. I've not seen this before. The player may use this skill when a player moves out of any of his tackle zones. The opposing player rolls 2d6, adding his own player's movement. Basically, it lets you follow up. Okay, that's fine. We've got the star player, Eldril Sidewinder, who's sitting right on the side of the pitch. Right, okay. That's... What strength do you have? Only strength 3. And that's where you're setting up. Okay, I can work with this. Getting him off the pitch and potentially injuring him immediately would be amazing. Oh, it's Griff. I'm not seeing Griff. Griff, hello, Griff, how you doing? Right, so we're going to put Griff over here. We're going to be, as long as it's not a horrible, horrible kickoff result, I'm gonna push in aggressively. This could really royally screw me up. Because the Elves could get a decent... like I said, I keep saying this every single game. I don't know if kickoff results are currently happening yet. If they are, I'm in a bit of trouble. If they're not, it's absolutely fine. Let's mark each of these Elves. You've not got block. You've not got block. We've got a nice spaced line out here. Yeah, I'm going to put you there. Who are you? You're Gerhardt Smut, so that's fine, Gerhardt. We'll get you on the front line. Baldrick, you could do with some extra SPP, so we're going to put you over there. Alaric Kyoton, I'm going to put my throwers, well, my catchers, up front, just in case that's where the ball lands. So we're going to be wanting to throw... Actually, could really do with Alaric leveling up, but that's not going to happen just at this moment. And what we're actually going to do here is get our guarding player front and centre, which will help to shore up the defence. So this is the attack formation we're going to go with. Yes, that ball is clearly too good for your boots, you Poncy Elf. That sucks! Whoa, you threw it right into my hands. Though fortunately this guy does have an agility of 4, so the throwing isn't too bad. But still, wow.
Bob, did you know that there are all
Now then, here's a little problem, is if I wanted to dodge here, I've only got 50% chance to dodge. But I really want to get that guy off the field. So that's awkward. That's very awkward indeed. He's pretty safe.
and so on.
You lost me.
Right, so how are we going to do this? So first of all, we're going to start throwing our blocks on the front line. That's definitely what we... No. There we go, that's better.
That one's got fists bigger than hands.
Well, that worked very well. Wow. Just wow. In every shape of the word. Wow.
I can do.
Okay. Well, so, slight change of plans. We're now going to go from a nice structured opening line to a mild side of panic, but while trying to win the game. This is actually amazing right now. Right. What a shame. I just really wanted to I really wanted to punt that star player off the pitch immediately. Okay, so you're coming in for a block, which is fair enough, in all honesty. Duke Valdred. Good luck. And you're going to try and get in on my ball carrier, no doubt. Right, okay. Well, that works in my favour somewhat. Oh, KO. Okay, I'm not feeling quite as bitter about things anymore. That KO works very well in my favour. First things first, let's get people up. Yeah, it's a shame that Zug is stunned. There's nothing I can do about that at all. Now, ideally, what I need to do is I need to start making my throws, my passes, while keeping the ball safe. And that's going to be the really tricky part. So I'm going to do something risky. I'm going to do a... Right, hang on a minute. So we're 1, 2, 3. Actually, I could probably do a short pass from there. Yeah, I'm being really risky, guys. Maybe I should actually get these guys into a slightly better position before we begin this. The question is, who do we want to tie up? So you're going to move forward there. We can tie some people up in a cage, or at least not tie them up in a cage, but actually get a cage going. So we really want you running down the pitch. And then if I can tie the elves up. Yeah, okay, so here's the plan. And it starts off with a throw. I would never normally... So only 67% chance to do the short pass. That's not what I want then. Yeah, so I want to be one further here. We're going to make a quick pass. This is risky.
They're passing the ball back. Interesting.
Right. Fantastic and superb. After making the short pass, what I've actually failed to remember is you can't still move after you've made the short pass. That is most unfortunate. So we are actually going to focus our attack on this side of the pitch. We are going to form up the cage. I am just debating whether or not to move this blitzer around or whether or not to actually keep... Right, let's see what happens here with our ogre.
There's nothing better than hitting someone smaller than you.
That's fine. I actually don't mind this too much. So I'm making it difficult for this guy to follow up. So what I'm going to do now then is... What am I going to do now then? Fine question. I'm going to put this blitzer... Who can run around? You can run around. He's in a nice position where he is, but... Okay, we're going to do this. This fella here, Alaric Caerton, is going to serve a double purpose. He's going to make it difficult for the elves to push up, and he's going to get into a more threatening situation. Now, we do have a blitzer here. We've not thrown a blitz yet. This is Griff. Right, Griff, what can you do for us? What can you do for us here? I think this is what you're going to do for us here, Griff. See if we can knacker this star player. We can't. What a shame. He will, however, follow that up. And that's a stun for this turn. So a very shaky start to this game, rolling the double skulls on Zug. Really, I don't regret using the reroll. I feel like if that's going to happen on the start of your drive, things have gone horrendously wrong. They've really gone tits up. So, whatever. It happened. I'm not going to complain too much.
They're gathering around that lone player. Like
Oh no, the block has taken him down. Alaric Caerton is KO'd. What a shame, but at least it could have been worse, right? That's what we need to take away from this. That could have been much, much worse. You're going to make the dodge. So you're actually bringing your elves back up the pitch, so he is trying to stall out my attack right about now. Okay, I don't mind that so much. Gerhardt doing his job, letting himself get punched in the face for the good of the team. And there's one of the blitzers, I believe. Is that actually the blitzer? I think it is. Pretty sure it is. I think that's the runner, that's the blitzer. It just depends on the helmet and the wings. Oh! That I like. Are you going to waste one of your 2 rerolls? You are not. Good choice. Good choice.
On the field during my career, well, I could start my own team.
Okay, now then, what can we do? Now, the elves have got quite a considerable movement value. Griff Oberwald, you have an agility 4. I am very tempted to do something else stupid and risky. And in actual fact, let's stand you up. Let's stand you up. What's your movement? Okay. Agility 4. So you've got pass block. Hypnotic gaze, which is dangerous to say the least. No, I can't do that because that means a dodge. Which is unfortunate. Okay, even if this pass fails, I can get my players into a somewhat safe position. You're right, Gerhardt Smutzer, you do not have block, do you, mate? No, you don't. So Baldric is going to come up here and we're going to try and block out the... hang on. Yeah, of course, we've got no assist. Drat. Drat and curses. Ideally, I want to get up as far up the pitch as I can. It's not actually going to matter all that much. Okay, sorry. I am getting completely and utterly sidetracked by things at the moment. So, let's do this then. We are going to make another pass, because that's what we need to do with this guy. We're going to do a quick pass.
Trying to secure the ball.
Good throw. Good pass. Excellent. That's 2 out of 3. And then we're going to push... right, that's a going for it. I've still got a re-roll, and I could do being as close to the other side of the pitch as possible. However, if all things work out, oh, that's another going for it. So, okay, that's awkward. Right, I'm going to risk the going for it. We have got the re-roll. We'll see if this works. Great. Okay, fine. So we're going to get Griff. Do something of a sideline cage. It's not really a sideline cage. But it will just about do the job for us there. We are going to get... I really want to get up here and really start to block out some of these elves. So you are going to push in here. Baldric, you are going to smack down this elf here, we hope.
This is going to be decisive.
You've both got block, and I really need this to work, so I'm risking a reroll. However, it does work, so that's absolutely fine. Baldric, oh, what have you done, Baldric? You stunned him. Right, marvellous, fantastic stuff, my mate. That is excellent. And where are we going to put you now, Baldric? We are going to put you up here. And we are going to try and squeeze our ogre into here. He doesn't bonehead, that's the good news. And we do have Viscount Theoderic, who, again, we could do with putting into an annoying situation. In fact, we can put him into some... we will put him here, and then he's ready to come and aid our brothers when we need him to. And we have a block here that we are, in fact, going to throw. Which works very, very nicely. Should have put him right back here, but never mind. We're going to follow this up. Oh, Gerhardt Smutzer. And again, in for the stun. These high elves are really getting hell from us. Armor value 8, but it's not doing them a lot of good at the moment. Nuffle be praised. Hopefully we can keep this going for the rest of the game. Right, so you're actually starting to try and threaten me here. My biggest threat is actually coming from Eldril Sidewinder. Now, they are high elves, so if at all possible, I definitely want to try and stall them out, but doing that is going to be dangerous. I do have Griff Oberwald as a strength 4 with block, and that will help versus Eldril Sidewinder if I can knock him down. And he's only got armor value 7, so if I can knock him down, there's a very high chance that I can get him off the pitch. Well, I say very high chance, there's a pretty high chance I can get him off the pitch. Right, so our thrower's been stunned. Obviously, they didn't like the throwing game that was going on at all. They're going to make some dodge throughs. And also, guys, I'm using a new recording method, so it's a work in progress. Hope you don't mind the fact that the video is slightly stuttery. I'm aware of it, and I will try and sort this out for next video. But right now, the little bit of stutter for me means less editing time. It's far better as far as I'm concerned, so I apologise. It's one of those awkward things we're just going to have to live with for the time being. Now then, I've got a good opportunity to tie a lot of these players up. But as I say, I really want to screw up this guy. That's one of my biggest priorities right now, is I want to screw this guy up. So we're going to make a play. We're going to try this. If I can actually knock him down, we've got a high chance of screwing him. We are going to make this attempt. Doesn't quite pay off. Doesn't quite happen. How far can you move? Right. So we are looking... The sideline cage is looking more hopeful to keep the ball safe here. Oops. No. Right. Move you in. I mean, in any other circumstance, I would even be tempted to risk a foul. I really would. But right now, I don't think that's as worth it as I would like to think that it is. So that would have to be going for it. Unless we move our ogre out first, which I think is what we're probably going to do. That still doesn't help the movement all that much. So what we're actually going to try and do is tie these elves up. Now, you're going to have to go around my ogre, which is a pain in your arse and mine. I'm going to risk the going for it, because I really want to get my player right there. Now, he can just dodge straight out. Oh, dear. Right. Reroll. I need to be careful now, because I'm on turn 4, and I've already used 3 rerolls. He does make it, however, which is good. That's very good for me. So, like I say, we apply on the pressure. They can dodge out of some of this stuff. I'm very, very aware of that. Oops. Come on. That's it. Now, we can get you around here. And that makes dodging out much, much harder. So that's exactly what we're going to do there. And again, so we're not going to get our players based. We want to be within blocking range, if at all possible. However, I don't mind him getting base to base there. So that's gonna really screw the high elves up. It's going to be exceedingly difficult, not impossible. I'll never say impossible, but exceedingly difficult for them to get back to the ball in this particular situation. So getting at the ball carrier for them on this turn, probably not going to happen. Now on the subsequent turns it could, and ideally I want a 2-turn touchdown for high elves is extremely doable. But I think realistically, if I can stall them out for 2 turns, actually, or at least for my turn 5, that would be good. Oh, his dodge failed. He doesn't get the reroll. He's stunned right on the sidelines. That's beautiful, absolutely glorious. So that's paid off incredibly well for me here. But the question is, what do I want to do about him? What do I want to do about him? Do I actually want to try and get a cheeky foul?
He's been a pro for what, 40 years? How does
We've got the block. It takes the guy straight down. We've got the slightly riskier block here. However, this is going to work. There we go. Excellent shoulder tackle. Mighty blow. He is stunned. That's great. I'm beginning to think that we're not going to... Let's see. Who can dodge out where? That's the question. This is what it boils down to now. Who can dodge out where? So let's have a little look. Your movement, you'd have to go around all over the off-bit. Like I said, they could sort of make a block here and block one of my players down, but these guys would still be standing, which makes it very awkward for them. in actual fact, I think I am going to try and stall out for another turn. This guy is in trouble, depending. However, I'm going to do a sort of a cheeky little cage right here. And we're going to see how this goes. I'm leaving that guy there because I don't want them to run up the pitch after me. Yeah, so you're going to block him off. That's kind of what I expected. That does mean that you haven't got a blitz to throw up here. Harcourt Hoffenmeister is stunned. There seems to be a lot of that going around this game. That is your turnover. Velen Swift is stunned. Oh my god, the temptation to foul this guy into the ground is starting to overwhelm me. Oi. Come on, Zug. You know you want to bring the pain. You're so very good at it. There's my man. Fantastic work. Okay, now I'm actually not going to throw a block with my ogre because I do not want him to bonehead. I'm debating whether or not I can stall out for one last turn. I'm debating whether or not it's possible for me to do. And my head says it is. I'm just a bit concerned. You've got strength 3. You're the catcher. Yeah. So we got an elf is going to get up here. We got 1, 2, 3. I say it's going to be very hard for them to get up and round. Oh, guys, do I risk this? Do I risk not getting my guys up? Because all he's got to make 2 dodges to get out of there if he stands up. Now it's possible he has got dodge, and he could then tackle. He could then throw a blitz straight onto my guy. And I've only got 1 reroll left. This is taking me a while to consider. There are a lot of possibilities and outcomes here that could go terribly, terribly wrong. We're going to stall out for one last turn. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed this might... Well, no, this will hopefully work for us. I have faith. Now, he's doing exactly what I said he was going to do. But this guy is going to dodge with no real issues here. Now, the elves could come and base him. That was very fortunate on my part. I mean, the dodge did mean that there's less chance for him to be knocked down, especially considering this guy doesn't have block. I mean, if I had a character with block and I was going into ball carrier and there was a both down... Oh, sorry, beg your pardon. If I didn't have a carrier with block and there's a both down result and he was on the ball carrier, I would definitely take the both down result just to try and get the ball out of the ball carrier's hands. Good job, Zug. Go on, waste one of your rerolls. That's the spirit. That's the spirit indeed. Oh, and another KO. Amazing. And the High Elves have only got 1 player in reserve. And they've already got 3 taking a bit of a nap on the pitch. Now then, I'm going to throw this block with ChromeDrake. We'll see what happens. Well, the both down result is perfectly fine. We're going to follow this up. KO on Eldrill Sidewinder. These elves are falling like chaff. That's bloody glorious. However, now I could risk. I could be really cheeky. I could be really cheeky and do the 3rd pass of the game. That is a distinct possibility here. Is anybody close to leveling up? Well, unfortunately, that would have been ChromeDrake. So, is there anybody else? Nobody really. Nobody really. So, we're just going to get the 3 points on Stefan, level him up again. It's a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen, to the Reichland Reavers. Superb. Our knocked out catcher gets back up, and oh, unfortunately their star players right back in the game. That is unfortunate. However, it does mean that the Elves are down to, I think, 9 players, everybody. 9 players. That's going to be very tough for them, indeed, to actually get the touchdown in 2 turns. Now, it's still entirely doable. It's still entirely possible, but I'm going to go back to the classic defense, which is pretty much the Elf screen. We are going to do it this way. we're going to get our... Now, ideally, we actually want our blitzers in the back here. Because if the elves do start to run down the pitch, we need the ways and means to catch them. I definitely want Jekyll Fleisch on the pitch. What the hell are you doing over there, mate? And we're going to get Gerhard Leopold. We're going to get his beautiful... Actually, no, we're not going to get his beautiful face on the front line. We're going to get Jekyll Dallempire. Now then, I've actually just come to a realization. Somebody left me a comment in my last video, which was absolutely spot on. That in actual fact, when Griff Overwald came onto the pitch, he did actually take the place of one of my blitzers, and unfortunately, I have been completely remiss. I've completely forgotten that I needed to replace that blitzer. I needed to get rid of one of my linemen and replace that blitzer. So, fantastic advice. Absolutely fantastic advice. I'm sorry that I failed to heed it. That's my fault entirely. That is my fault entirely. So, we'll just have to take this as it comes. Get you over here. I don't want my thrower on that front line, though. There we go.
You got anything cool recorded on your Wizwo box other than old Blood Bowl matches, Jim?
Yes. You know, I'm addicted to that.
Now, all of these guys are only strength 3, so I'm somewhat tempted to spread my guys out, but that could actually screw me up going down the middle, so I don't think I will. Okay, right, confirm this setup. Let's see what the elves can do in these 2 rounds.
Time traveler with Nurgle's rot travels through history, infecting everybody.
It looks a bit squint to me, but it does work out rather well. However, honestly, I didn't want that so close to the front line. I wanted that ball to land in the back. So that's still not the greatest thing that could have happened.
They're getting up close and personal, Bob.
You need to be close. So close they can smell
Now,
your
it just depends how far he
breath.
runs his elves down the pitch, because his elves' maximum movement I've seen, I think, is 8, which means he can, in theory, run 10. He can run 10 squares. If he doesn't do that, then this next turn I'm free to basically just try and pound as many faces into the dirt as I can. So, which won't be many, admittedly, but it would be useful if we could.
Unity is strength.
The only real option I would have for that is to keep my guys on their feet. And having said that, stun. So that's not really going to happen, I'm afraid. Jekyll Dalrymple, you're standing up, so you're going to get pushed around. That's perfectly fine.
The domino effect in action.
Right, okay, so we can possibly make 2 blocks as far as I can see here. There is absolutely no way that the elves can... I mean, they could technically do some really weird blocking around here. That is entirely doable, but I don't see it happening, really. Now, I'd really like... I want to save the blitz for this fella here. Actually, you know what? Oh, I'm having evil, evil thoughts. I think we're going to try, if our ogre fails to knock down this star player, last turn of the half, don't mind about the reroll. Right, does he have dodge? He does have dodge. This is unfortunate. I didn't mean to actually push him right there. However, this still works out in our favour. All we're doing right now is succeeding in pushing him around the pitch.
Rather smug for remaining upright. Pride comes before a fall.
This is really annoying me.
Good call. Intimidation is the key.
If I'd have knocked him down, I would have absolutely gone in for the foul. But as it stands, never mind. Is this your... That's your blitzer, so we're just going to try and throw a block here. It does pay off. In fact, I think we're just going to make it as hard as absolutely as hard as possible for you guys to throw any more blocks on my players. And if you should try, it's probably going to hurt. I say I'm not worried about where the ball's going to go. This is absolutely fine. Last turn of the half. Are they going to do anything? I mean, if it were me, I'd probably try and get maybe one easy block in and otherwise concede. You know, just turn over. And if they turn over without taking more injuries, it's more chance for their guys to actually get up. They're KO'd 3 players over here.
The players arrive to assist their teammate.
This formation gives them a safe progression. It's going to be hard to make them lose the ball.
You're going to throw the 1 die? The 1 die actually does pay off. Well, fair play. Fair play indeed. Gonna make a 2 die, which doesn't pay off. So that's pretty much him done. Right now, that's his turnover, I believe. You're going to try and dodge out for no reason other than you can. Okie dokie. If you want to roll more dice, I'm not going to stop you. I have no idea what's going on here. It's like... basically, what's happening right now is the fact that the computer is crendoring this thing and not realising that it's turn 8.
That's obvious. Even Cinch was struggling.
And that's that half over. 1-0. Now, the big question remains, how many elves get up? None. Oh, no, they all do. Oh, curses. Well, that's going to make the second half very interesting indeed. So here's the thing. This defense will work.
Gotta keep possession of the ball, not lose it. Strike
This
back
defense
terrible.
will work. Gonna get my thrower on the pitch here. But the question is, do I want to let the Elves score a quick touchdown and then just focus on blocking them into the dirt? Or do I try and nick the ball back off them? Well, I guess their offense will actually pretty much determine what happens here, if I'm perfectly honest. This is going to be the litmus test. That was a decent shit. I was about to say that was a decent throw by the ogre, but it glitched into the guy's hand. So yeah. So now it all depends what the elves are going to do. I noticed, by the way, that one of the reasons we're actually getting these frame rate stutters is that Blood Bowl, especially when you go into those little close-up, cutscenes, it's got a very inconsistent frame rate. The game has. So now I'm trying to record on a constant bitrate format. It's not liking it too much. Even though the frame rate's technically locked into 60, the game itself doesn't like to be locked into 60, which is crazy. So that's working out really, really well. I'm sure you'll agree. I was about to say, you're going to have to cage that guy up, because otherwise that sucks for you. So here's what's going to happen here. I'm going to attempt to break into the cage with my players. Now, I've got some very high strength players, so it's going to be very hard for him to deal with what I'm about to do, okay? So ideally, I want to knock this blitzer down. Now, if he manages to, blitz me off, and he runs past me, that's okay. I'm actually not going to deal with the ball carrier. I'm going to threaten the ball carrier. I'm not going to outright stop him, because I'd like him to score a quick touchdown, which will give me as much time as I can to score a touchdown myself. That's unfortunate, but never mind. We'll hopefully be paying that back in spades very soon. So like I said, I do want to base this guy. There's no denying that I'm probably going to be basing this guy, but at the same time, I'm not going to be... I really aren't... I'm not going to be sort of overthinking what I'm doing here. So let's get our guys up. Well, no. I'm not saying that correctly. I don't mind if he runs past me. More to the point. So I'm going to start his cage in base-to-base contact. I'm going to get Baldric Panzerman over here. And then we've got some guard assists here. I am... Excuse me, I'm going to get... Yeah, this guy's going to go here because I want to... Oh, I could have just run here. What am I doing this for? Yeah, that's fine. Where I put my ogre and this blitzer depends entirely on this block. Now you have dodge. But that's okay, because I've still got strength of 4, and this still hurts you a great deal. So I'm now putting direct threat onto the guy's ball carrier.
Argue with that.
And in fact, I'm putting so much threat onto his ball carrier, he's not going to know what to do with himself at this particular moment. It's going to be very hard to get his ball carrier clear. Of course he can dodge out. Of course he can. You know, it's completely obvious that that's what he's going to attempt to do. And he could also throw the ball. That's also completely fine. Like I say, if he does want to get a quick 2 or 3 turn touchdown, gives me 5 back to deal the damage afterwards. That would be the 2-1 grind in a nutshell. What's he going to do? He's clearly thinking about it. He's not happy with his options. This is his catcher here, who is currently rather threatened.
Secure. Can the other team steal it away?
And having my strength 4 player right there is also not good for him. Right, now this guy's a threat. He can throw the ball straight down and get an immediate touchdown.
Ball or abusing the fans? Probably both.
And he got that elf out first, so I'm imagining he is going to try a passing play. Why? Why? Good God. But why? Okay, I'm making this block first for reasons. Actually hasn't paid off too well. I'm so tempted to re-roll that, but I won't. I won't. However, it's made it even easier for me to try and block the ball out of his hands. Okay, I'm going to try and throw the block with Griff.
Ball is against the spirit of the game.
We are going to re-roll this. I really want this ball out of his hands. There he goes. Okay. Following this up now. Good job, Griff. What a blow. What did you do to the poor fella? Broken ribs. It was a fearsome tackle indeed. And this now is excellent for me. Yeah, we'll push you right onto the sidelines. We're going to get our thrower most likely to pick up the ball.
The player's taking the ball, and the end zone is close.
Excellent. Right, here comes the block. Here comes some of the pain. Not as much as I would have liked. So this guy's still definitely in danger. He's still definitely in danger, but he's got a better chance otherwise. Now, what I could really do with here is actually moving Zug around. So I'm actually going to attempt to throw this block first. That will actually do it for me. So Zug, where are we going to put you, mate? Right, so that's going to take you way too far. You've got movement value. Come on, Zug. There we go. Do it for me here, mate. Work with me. That's going for it. Of course it is. Right, so we're just going to throw this block here.
Fair fight can be so overrated. There's always room in sport for a scrap.
And we're going to follow this up. His thrower is in a bit of trouble here. Zug is on the warpath. Well, that's fine. We'll just push you into Zug's, loving embrace. Go Hartsmutzer. Can you actually get yourself anything? You really can't, mate, can you? Ah, well, never mind.
You won't leave him alone anytime soon.
Have we got anything else on the pitch that needs to be done here? Not really. We'll just see whether or not they can wrest this ball away from my thrower. And we are actually in excellent position that maybe we could actually get the final pass to Griff.
Remember,
But you have blitzed. However, attacker down. That's one of your rerolls gone. It's both down. However, that is enough for you to get the ball out of my hands. However, the ball is still by no means whatsoever in a good position for the Elves. However, it's also not in an ideal position for me either. That's absolutely true. Now, star player's starting to panic and run back up. So he's trying to stack up on his elves here. Now, ideally, I need to... Oh, Zug! He's already used his reroll. This elf is on his arse for this turn. Good job, Zug. Good job. Now, he's going to need some assists here. And the thrower is... No, I don't want that. Thank you very much. The thrower is in just the right position to get this done. It's a shame, but there you have it. Right, so we're going to try and block you towards the sideline. That works out very, very well. We're actually going to stay here for the time being. Good Lord, Griff, you monster! Those spiked gauntlets! The player is dead. Poncy elf gits. Now then, is this guy going to bonehead? Of course he is. Of course he's bloody well going to bonehead. Am I going to risk the reroll on the bonehead? Oy vey. Nah, choices. No. That's bad. That is not a good thing at all. Right. That, however, isn't bad at all. We are going to stay right here.
Well, at least they're not dead.
I suddenly feel like this is the Basher game coming in. Duke Valdred, you monster. Right. Valen Swift, you're going to have a little chat with the Astro Granite. Now, your chances of picking up are 50%, and we've also not used a reroll this turn. But you'd have to pick up and pretty much dodge out. So, how do we do this? I need this guy out of the way. I do need this guy out of the way. It will do. It will do. In fact, you know what? Baldrick's the guy I really want picking up this ball. Can he do it? Let's see if we can get this on the reroll. Come on, Baldrick. Don't fail me, mate. Don't fail me. You champion! Now, the thing is, we'd have to block, dodge out and go for it. And right, we'd have two blocks coming in. This guy's got guard. Who else have we got here? Risky. Of course not. That was daft play. However, we got so... Okay, I'm actually not too worried about this. That was a stupid play, ladies and gents. That's not... Well, the thing is, this cage is awful, basically because this ogre is boneheaded. That was probably the safest place to stay. However, because this has happened now, don't mind so much. Gerhard Smutzer might just do this for us, as it turns out. Remember that my ogre's not offering any tackle zones right now. However, he needed to knock this player down to get this player in, so that's not helped him. That's really not helped him at all. Oh, look at that sliding tackle! Oh, he didn't use his last reroll. What a shame. Okay. Let's think about this. Let's think about this very carefully. So I need to throw one last pass. I need this elf. Now my ogre's not going to be able to get up the pitch, so I can run a cage up the pitch. That's entirely doable. Alright, it's a 3-die block. I'm going to see if the ogre can pull this off. He can. That's fantastic. We're just going to stay with the ogre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players right here, and I want to make a quick pass. Now, simply because of where Jekyll Fleisch is standing, he'd be the safest one to pass to. But we do have Griff, who's got an agility of 4. We're going to attempt to make a quick pass to Griff Oberwald. We have a reroll. Fantastic. Look at that. +1 SPP to Gerhard Smutzer. He's earned his SPP. We've completed Jim's challenge. 3 passes have been completed. Now, how far can we get our players up the pitch? Alright, so the limit is here. Yep, I think we're going to do the cage. So where did I say my limit was? Here? That's fine. So Griff. But you'd have to do a going for it because there are too many people in your way, mate. We'll take the risk. Okay. In fact, that's going to put somebody into a tackle zone. We'll risk it. I'm risking it. I shouldn't be risking it, but I'm risking it. I'll put a thrower here in the back.
They're getting up close.
We'll get our blitzer here
Close they can smell your breath and see the dead
up
insects
front.
in your teeth.
I've just realised I'm missing a player for this position.
Cage around the ball here. It's a solid tactic.
So I haven't used reroll yet. I'm actually going to give this a go. That's fine. You can get in there. And let's make it really awkward for this elf here to throw his block, because he really wants to. I'm not going to let him. And let's see if we can do something Valen Swift. I actually shouldn't have thrown that block, but it paid off. And did it pay off? Come on, Zug, what have you done? Just a stun, but that was great. Anybody else on the pitch? No. Injury, injury, death in their dugout. That's what I like to see. I'm a nice person like that. It's a shame we couldn't get Baldrick up the pitch just to get his next level. It is unfortunate. But I think risking that right now would be folly. I really do. Oh, come on, Zug. You need to get that blocking in, mate. He's actually managed to apply pressure to my ball carrier. That's actually quite a feat. Well done. Well done to the High Elves.
Word is going crazy with backroom starting rumours at the Reavers Ball. Reichland Girl 22 says there's been a reshuffle on the Reavers coaching staff. Smash tag remove the rat.
Well, there's only 2 of them after the call earlier in the season. The head coach.
Oh dear.
Assistant.
That's not what I wanted. I need to move him. That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
This Humie coach.
Little air to the ball.
I don't care that he's got dodge. I just needed him out of my way. I just needed him to move. Have we got any cheeky blocks that we can throw? Nah. We're just going to get another touchdown. Griff Oberwald, the captain of this team, gets the second touchdown for the Reichland Reavers.
We have a touchdown.
I think that's pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, secured this game. And look at that, our player is up, but oh my god, they're not getting up in a hurry.
Keep away from the fans, because they're not going to be happy.
A fresh start, fellas. You can return.
And we're just going to keep going as we were. The High Elves have got 3 turns to get 2 touchdowns, technically 3 if they want to win. And they are seriously some players short. So it's pretty good, and that's going right to the back of the pitch by the look of it. So that's better. I like that. That's fine. Put your star player right in front of Griff. I don't mind if you do.
Makes the blood boil.
He's fumbled it. He's only got the 1 reroll left. He's reused it. Can he pick up the ball? No, he can't. Oh, you poor little sod. You poor, poor little sod. Alright then. I'm so tempted to run my players up the pitch, but the High Elves have just got that little bit more. Well, actually, to be honest, it's just their agility. They do have just that little bit more sort of agility and maneuverability over me. So, honestly, I'm not going to do that. However, I'm going to throw a block onto their star player because I hate him. Or is it her? I can never tell with elves. I'm so Elvised. You know, Bob's got it right. There we go. He's down. He's not out. Still tempted to try and throw the block onto that fella. So very, very tempted. That's my blitz. You can run up. I think we're just basically going to try and make it as awkward as possible for the High Elves to chunk their way down the pitch with that ball. Because the amount of players they have, I mean, it only takes one elf in my end zone, and, you know, they could pull the win out of their backsides. Just one elf. But, on the other... Bonehead, yeah, of course. Of course. No, I'm not going to re-roll Bonehead. No, I'm going to do this guy because I don't want him to get pushed out. That's perfectly fine. We're going to stay there. Let's make what blocks we can here. Oh yes, I wasn't getting any assists for that one, so that was actually quite fortunate on my part. We're actually going to follow that up. I want to keep that guy based, if I can. That works. The why I didn't follow up, I'm not entirely sure either. Because we're definitely doing the outbashy game right now. Quite a bit of SPP knocking around this game. Not bad. Unfortunately, I mean, we did miss... Oh, good God, and you've actually failed it again. Why are you picking this up with your lineman? I suppose that's your only choice. The temptation to run down the pitch and start screwing the up is so high. Oh, Zerg, you monster! Smash knee, ouch. Oh, ow. Ooh. Right, we're going to try and this will work. Now, you might be wondering why I'm doing this with a piece that doesn't have block. It makes sense in my head, that's why. Going to make some going for it rolls, because we're going to try and screw these elves right the hell up, but look at that dodge there. Oh, that going for it. That failed. Last reroll of the game, don't mind, we're on turn 15. It'll probably be okay for us. We're going to have to make 2 going for it rolls here. Which sucks. But he keeps his feet, he keeps his cool. What a guy. What a guy. You can come over here.
Unity is strength.
Fists flailing. He's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
I have eyes on that ball right now, ladies and gentlemen. I have eyes on that ball, and by God, I'm going to make it difficult for the elves to try and get it away from me. I really do want to do a 3-0 win. That'd be awesome. Okay, and we will put you here. And turn. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Oh, your rerolls are gone! You're down on the ball! It's right on the bloody touchline! Who have we got up here? Is this actually Baldrick? Baldrick! Oh, we've got no rerolls. Baldrick is going to attempt to pick up the ball. Oh, fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen, by Nuffle's will. Will this be a 3-0 victory for the Reichland Reavers? It is! Yes! And we have a level up on Baldrick Panzerman. Fantastic. Fantastic end to the game. I think that's the end of the match. That is it. 3-0 to the Reichland Reavers. The High Elves are thwarted. We beat them at their own game. Not a problem. Victory. I enjoyed myself once more. Duke Valdred with 7 SPP that match. What is going on? And of course we had a couple of throws. Baldrick Panzerman with his touchdown. And Stefan has also leveled up as well. Wow.
Another victory! The Reavers seem to be blowing fiercer than the winds of magic. And another game where the sponsor cannot fire the coach. Do you think we're looking at the Blood Bowl 25-13 winners, Bob?
Could be. They outpassed the Elves. They won your challenge, Jim. What's the reward?
I'm not at liberty to say. contractual obligations and that sort of things. What I did notice, however, was a lack of suit-wearing ogre gangsters in the crowd. A first this season. Could the Kobasi brothers be losing interest in the Reavers? You'd have thought they would be super keen to be in the crowd now that Griff's out of hiding, no?
Anything
That's
is
ominous.
possible, Jim. I saw a halfling score a touchdown once. But let's look at some highlights, like this clip I've chosen.
Well, there you have it. We have a couple of players to level up before this video ends. Oh, these are the clips. I don't remember it quite like that, but you know what? That was awesome. I will take it.
I think we've seen the elf getting hurt enough times now, Bob.
I love this sport, Jim.
Oh, interesting. So, next time we're actually going to be against the Gisero Paladins, which is the Bretonian team. Ah, Spike Magazine Award. Amazing. So, but however, we got a little bit of stuff we need to do. I do need to get another Blitzer into the... into the team. So, right. So, we got our team roster. We got a couple of level ups. Baldrick has leveled up. Let's see what we get with Baldrick. We get an 8. Not enough for... everything. We will, however, get another mighty blow, so we can do even more damage to our opponents. That's fine, we will back up. And Stefan, you've also leveled up, so what are we going to do with you? Only a 3, so we've got agility or general skills. Okay. I think we're going to get sidestep. It is an infuriating ability. This player's coach chooses which square the player is moved to when he is pushed back, rather than the opposing coach. Furthermore, the coach may choose to move the player to any adjacent square, not just the 3 squares behind him. This is teeth grinding right here on certain teams. So that's definitely what we're going to do. Now then, I've just remembered we have the team roster. We have Edwin Valdred, I'm going to keep you in the team. Duke Farron, or Harkenhoffenmeister. One of you guys is, I'm afraid, going to be fired, and we're going to get a 4th Blitzer into the mix. I think it's going to be... I just like Jekyll Dalrymple. There's something nice about him. I like Jekyll Dalrymple. I'm not going to get rid of Edwin Valdred. It might make Duke Valdred play a lot worse. So, unfortunately, it looks like... Oh, Gerhardt Leopold. Gerhardt Leopold! No, you've already got 5 SPP. What the hell am I thinking? What am I thinking? It's going to be Harkenhoffenmeister. I'm sorry, but you are fired. And we are going to get our 4th Blitzer. Grant Siegrick. Yep, he looks like a fine, sturdy fellow. This is the guy we're going to buy. We have a lot of block potential on our team right now. It's going to be amazing. However, you're meeting old foes this quarter-final. That means we've got 3 matches left, unless something goes crazy. We're into the final 3, ladies and gentlemen. So my name has been ChromeDrake. I would like to ask people, because I'm currently drawing a blank, after these 3 matches are concluded, I'm going to ask again in the following videos, I'm going to take a Chaos team into the ladders, into the leagues. So, I would like some ideas for a theme for a Chaos team. And hopefully together we can work on some players. And again, if you would like to be included as a player of the Chaos team, then do put your name down and we will see what happens with that. So, until next time, great health, good gaming, and catch you in the next one. Goodbye for now.